Welcome to Marth and the Machines. Today it will be a report on Warmachine vs Hordes, Kado vs Trollbloods, Govold Mr. a little too deep into Signaran territory for Signaran comfort, Irusk vs Horluk Mr. a little too deep into Dire Trolls for general comfort, Doomshaper. It's our other resident Kadoran trying out Hordes. I never played against Epic Doomy, so I was looking forward to the match. Enjoy! Alright, I won the roll-off. I do have some experience playing Hordes, especially Trollbloods with Irusk, however those were all losses, and Mark 1 to boot. I brought Govold Irusk with the Spriggan Alexander, a unit of battle mechanics and a Manowar Kovnik marshalling the Juggernaut Victor. I'm dead set on checking the viability of that combination. It's a tier 1 list, so it still fits the points limit. He deploys Epic Doomy, the Rage of Dunia, a Dire Troll Mauler, an Impaler, and an Exa. Round 1. I go first and Irusk allocates 1 focus. He then activates, casts Superiority on Alexander, walks and puts Iron Flash on himself. A sort of stupid move. Victor, the Kovnik, Alexander and the battle mechanics run up. Doomy starts by casting Wild Aggression on the Exa as well as Refuge and Rush on the Mauler. The Exa rushes himself and speeds off into the woods. The Mauler lumbers ahead. A definite waste of speed buffs, but he is still getting accustomed to it. The player, that is. The Impaler moves up on the hill, finding himself out of range. The beasts rile for some fury. Round 2. I fall into the old trap of Mark 1 thinking even though I saw the freaking Exa. I drop Iron Flash, upkeep Superiority, give Alexander another focus. Then I activate Victor and the Kovnik, letting them move up. The Kovnik tries to fire but is too short. Irusk casts Inhospitable Ground and assaults the Mauler, ending up short. But all I wanted were those extra inches. Silly me. Alexander moves and fires 2 grenades at the Mauler, doing about 6 damage. The battle mechanics keep up. Here goes Doomy. He reaves all fury, ending full, upkeeping both spells. He then casts Rage and Rush enemy on the Mauler and the Snipe animals on the Impaler and then feeds. He drops the last fury. The Exa moves deeper into the forest. The Impaler moves up, boosts to hit against Victor, crits, but only slams him for 1 inch. Phew! And now I witness the mauling yo-yo. The Mauler charges Alexander, but doesn't manage to wreck him. He misses on 2 attacks and the chain attack. And two others don't deal that much damage. Superiority once again saves the day. Then he refuges backwards for 8 inches. Round 3. Impressive. And amusing. Since the Cortex is still running, Irusk upkeeps Superiority and loads Alexander with focus. Now that he chose to drop Doomy's Fury, I was intending to show him that is a bad idea. The battle mechanics move up, one of them repairs Victor's 3 damage, and the other 3 manage to repair 11 points in total on Alexander. Now that Alexander is fully functional again, it was time for some hot Warlands loving. Alexander charges the Mauler and, with all his attacks, kebab sticks him. Victor gets up and moves up. Irusk moves, shoots twice and misses, then he recasts Iron Flash and feeds. The Kovnik moves and shoots a serious hole into the Impaler. Doomy upkeeps Wild Aggression and reaves the Impaler's Fury. The Exa casts his animals, then Thrasher charges the battle mechanics. 1 is missed, 1 is killed, and 2 others make their tough check. Doomy moves and casts Thunder Spirit at Irusk, hitting good and dealing 8 damage. Then the Impaler charges in, but he doesn't hit on the boosted charge roll. Round 4. Okay, maybe that was a little unnecessarily risky. Irusk upkeeps Superiority and Iron Flash, tanks up Alexander with focus, then he casts Battle Lust on the battle mechanics, because he could. Then he attacks the Impaler, missing. The Kovnik manages to charge in and take the Warbeast out. Victor and the battle mechanics clubbed the Exa, but that was just icing. Since the Exa was full on fury, he was no transfer target anyway. Alexander drops Doomy with a heavy jab on the charge attack. Irusk wins! In hindsight. Okay, my victory mostly stems from my opponent's inexperience with Hordes. It actually should have been over in round 2 when he had a clear charge lane on Irusk, but that is a class of mistakes which do not elicit offers to undo with none of us. We cannot compensate others' nerdgasms all the time, we're too busy with having our own. The new power of our battle mechanics also had a hand in it. They're really great, turning that nearly scrapped Spriggan back to full functionality. And the Kovnik is definitely a good marshal. I think that all Jack Marshall's issues do not stem from the models in question, but it might be in the rule itself. Upcoming, we have our campaign picking up, and I will keep you updated on the progress in installments called War of the Flame, which you might have already known when you watched the teaser. Until then, farewell.